Welcome back to another STEM with Miss Dubois video. In today's video, we are going to go over how to make a graph in Google Sheets. Now, for context, Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel are very similar, but they're also a little bit different. So you might be able to take away the skills and the things you've learned from today's video into Excel, but there might be a few things that are different. All right, now let's dive right into the video. All right, so let's go over how to make a graph in Google Sheets. So the first thing that you are going to do is click New, and you are going to click Google Sheets. Might be self-explanatory, but I thought I'd explain it here. And then the next thing that you're going to do is one of a couple of options. So if you happen to have your data tables like this, you can simply just click at them and drag your mouse, highlight all the boxes, press Control C or Command C if you're on a Mac, and then press Control V if you're on a Windows or Command V if you are on a Mac, and then paste them into your Google Sheets file. And that's pretty simple, right? That's one way of doing it. Or you could do another way, which is where you basically memorize the table, or you go back and forth between the table and you type it individually into your Google Sheets. So let's do that way. So you can do it row by row. So this row is 0.5 and 0. Or you could do it this way where you memorize part of the column and then type that in. So 1.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and then 3, 3.5, 3, 3.5. And then you just do that same thing for the next data table. And you might be recognizing or hearing that I am saying out these numbers as I type them in and do that. That is because it actually helps me remember, and it also could probably help you remember because you're using more than one sense to help your memory work. I want to say that's supported by data and psychology. I just do not know if it is. So it might be supported by data and psychology. Anyways, so let me do that. 2.5, 6.4, 8.9. 2.5, 6.4, 8.9. And you also might be recognizing that I'm only memorizing up to about 7 numbers per time. 5.3, 1.80, 5.3, 1.80. And that is kind of on purpose because our short-term memories can only take up to about 7 numbers at once, or 7 things at once. Pretty sure that's supported by psychology. I learned that in my IB psychology class 10 years ago, so I might be a little wrong with the numbers, but it's pretty close to 7. So yeah, but let me bring this back to the thing other than just fun psychology facts throughout the video. I'm missing something right here, and that is the variables for the table. So I need time and then displacement. The next thing that you're going to do is you're simply going to drag and click everything, and you're going to highlight it, and then you're going to click insert, and then you are going to click chart, and it does it for you. So you are going to click and highlight everything, then you are going to click insert, and then you're going to click chart. And yeah, these are 2 examples, right? But you can also do other types of graphs here. So you can click insert chart, and it's going to have you ask your data type. And these are all the types of charts that you can do if you're curious, but you would do it the same way. The best part about Google Sheets with its most recent update as of March 1st, 2026, is that it does the graph for you automatically based on what you input in it. Let's just say I'm doing something like a plant growth, and I'm doing it over the measurement of a week. 0, 0, 1, 2.7. I'm making this up. 3.3, 6.4, 2. Nope, it's supposed to go up. 7.1. All right, so I made that up. I'm going to highlight over these numbers by clicking them. I'm going to click insert and I'm going to click chart. And it's going to give me an automatic bar graph, right? But let's just say I don't want that. And let's just say I want a line graph. There you go. And that's showing the height of plant growth in my brain over time. That's a very common example. And there's other charts that you can do in Google Sheets. These are just like some of the more common ones. But yeah, that is how you make a graph in Google Sheets. As far as reading these graphs and understanding them and breaking them down, that is a whole other video for a whole other different time. And that was today's video on how to make a graph in Google Sheets. I'm STEM with Miss Dubois. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day and a great life. Bye!